Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some huge changes coming over here for the PlayStation and PlayStation ecosystem. We have a lot of just big stuff to go talk about. There's brand new big games that are now being teased. Apparently, a lot of also big content creators have the chance to go and check out and kind of seem like we're flown out to go and check out a proper brand new PlayStation game. We're seeing some brand new games coming to Xbox that were PlayStation games. And as well, I'm just kind of excited because a lot of just big news to go talk about. We have like a lot of different quick stories. I'm going to try our best to get to them all, and hope you guys will enjoy. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, or the Twitter and Twitch room down below. And of course, I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. So let's go and dive on into the video itself. So first and foremost, you guys may have been seeing some inklings on this one, where this is where a lot of this kind of bigger news is going, where it does feel like things are changing in the PlayStation ecosystem. Now, we've been kind of waiting for something bigger and probably better. Like, we haven't seen like a huge AAA game, but like, we're seeing big changes at least, and like the gaming ecosphere kind of chilling on out. So the first major story over here is it seems like the PlayStation is most likely going to be now moving one of their bigger PlayStation console exclusives coming over here and officially confirmed now for the Xbox side. And this game is kind of like that big recent trade-off where Xbox gave out like Sea of Thieves and like Grounded and a few other various games. So PlayStation's kind of scratching their back on back. Where if you guys have not seen the game, it looks like Kena Bridge of Spirits is now officially coming to Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S as of August 15th. Now, we did kind of go and see these big, like, rumors and leaks coming out over here. A while back, we made a video on this and discussed on it, and I think this is huge news. Like, I love seeing this. I love that the fact this even exists, and at the end of the day, like, them kind of sharing their two games together is huge news. Like, I love this. I love the idea behind this. I love it. So basically, this game was very well received. I played it myself. It came out in 2021. It was cute. It was very indie, though. It did feel indie, but it was like that upper tier indie where we just enjoyed it. It was a good game. It did win over 5 different awards, 2 Indie Game of the Year accolades, and it will be coming to Xbox very soon. It'll be coming over here as of this year. So I don't know, like in a few months at the end of August. And once again, this is kind of them kind of changing up stuff over here from, Xbox, giving them games. And I do think this almost seems like a peace treaty. Like, hey, we're going to make a little bit of money on PlayStation side as the publisher, but Xbox, you're making money too. And then on the reverse side, Xbox doing the same thing with Sea of Thieves, and I feel like everyone's happy. And I really feel like they're kind of testing the waters, where it's like it's been two, like, enemies, and then they kind of talk to each other, being like, hey, you like baseball? And they're like, yeah, I kind of like baseball. Do you like basketball? They're like, yeah, I like basketball. You want to play some basketball? Yeah, we can play some baseball too later. Yeah, maybe. Okay, sounds good. And like they're kind of just like sitting there being like, let's just see if we can be friends and see if people enjoy it. So overall, that's kind of big. But as well, we've also been kind of seeing some bigger news too, just from like higher end stuff, saying that we're expecting now more incredible and creative games under the new PlayStation leadership. So if you guys have missed it, I never made a proper video on it, even though I wanted to. There are now technically 2 PlayStation CEOs. So maybe this might be part of that video too. So right now, Herman Hulst, who was a very big component of the PlayStation 2 and 4, or PlayStation 3 and 4, and Hideki Nishino have now been kind of doing like almost a weird split CEO side, which makes sense. PlayStation's a huge game, and like one's kind of more on, like, I would probably say like creating the game and the brand, and one's more on the business if I had to be very, very like blunt about it. So basically, they made some big promises about the future of PlayStation games and experiences. The duo, who replaced veteran Jim Ryan, says that Sony Interactive Entertainment's new structure will ensure increasingly incredible experiences and greater creativity. So PlayStation consistently the best place to play games, says Sony. I'm sure Xbox would not say otherwise. It depends on who asks. So basically, Sony published a joint letter by Holst and Nishino to mark the brand new start of their new roles on June 1st. So they were like the past few days now rolling, in which the duo said that PlayStation's restructuring was important to simultaneously achieve the goal of improving profits and also delivering better products and experiences to players. So as I mentioned, one's going to probably try to be like, hey, we want to make sure our creative edge is good, that people are enjoying the games we're making, that like the quality is there, like the quality control is there. But on the reverse side, they want to make sure you're still selling consoles, making money, and restructuring these big businesses as you need it. So Sony Interactive Entertainment's profit margins had recently come under the microscope due to the increasing game budgets. Shortly afterwards, PlayStation underwent mass layoffs as part of the organizational restructuring that took place prior to Ryan's departure. Over the last 30 years, we have consistently delivered the best place to play, and the size of our community of players and creators have grown tremendously. Holst and Nishino wrote, While having two CEOs is a new structure for Sony Interactive, which is kind of weird too for businesses, we know this will foster greater creativity and innovation as we look for new ways to grow the business, always keeping our community at the forefront. And they have the official Sony post over here in case you guys did go miss it, and they kind of talked about it, and it's kind of fun because they're trying to say hey, we're just making things cool. We want to make sure we have good games, we want to make sure our community's happy, and it is intriguing to see this nonetheless. But basically, we want to make sure that the storytelling games are good, but as well, we're kind of maybe seeing them try to expand out the horizons. Kind of tied into with the Xbox idea and game crossover as well. So it's very intriguing to go and see. But they're saying this is weird. I don't know. I really do think they're going to try to have two different things. They're going to have a business group, which will let people kind of once again, focus on making money, focus on doing business stuff, focus on all of that, selling consoles, selling titles, and as well on the creative side, which might also more focus maybe on a mixture of doing TV shows, on movies, on making sure things like Crunchyroll, etc., can all be tied on in. So, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff with it. I've never really seen too many dual CEOs. I've seen a lot of boards as well, and CFOs and owners and all that. It can happen, but it is a very strange structure. They're trying to say hey, they have high expectations, we want to have profitability, they want to make brand new games, they want to make technology better, they want to make sure their games are looking good, they want to make sure everything's working well. They're saying we recognize the world is evolving, and we must prepare ourselves for growth in this environment, and through collaboration and innovation, they excel in both content creation and technological advances. So they basically want to make sure that they're always the number one big major lead when it comes to gaming, when it comes to consoles, and I do think that Herman Hulst has had some pretty cool ideas and helped out with prior PlayStation architecture a lot. So in the technological side, I think he's kind of the man of the realm. I'd probably trust him. And this all kind of makes me a little bit excited for the future because we've had Jim Ryan for a while. Good CEO, not the best, not the worst. He did what he had to do. So I'm going to be very curious to see if you have two big, pretty creative minds who have been around the industry for a while, leading the charge and what they'd kind of want to focus on instead. And as we mentioned, ever since we've had brand new CEOs, we're now seeing more PC focus, or maybe seeing more mobile focus. We're now seeing console exclusives being switched between the two, and it does seem things are going kind of big. Now, to kind of also wind down the two as well, although a lot of people are still kind of disappointed on the Bungie side, we're now seeing brand new big things. Where, over here, I want you guys to bring this towards this, saying most people were not expecting any major announcements for the Summer Games Fest, which I might want to maybe try to stream that on YouTube and Twitch. I might go and see, depending if my availability is there. But Summer Games Fest usually has some okay games and okay experiences. Depends on a lot of other various things, but we have potential. But apparently there's now been a little bit of some Sony and PlayStation murmurs going on, which is also intriguing because we just had the PlayStation State of Play. But apparently there has been some press being booked to see an unannounced title as of over the weekend. Now, a lot of people are kind of curious on what it might be. Because maybe you can see the Lego logo. A lot of folks are assuming this will be on the Lego Horizon game, which is also intriguing because we've now been, I don't know, I think the Horizon IP and world is cool, and I could maybe see a Lego version of this game being phenomenal. I do think Sony really wants to try to milk into the Horizon IP and make that something unique. I'm not really sure, I'll be honest, I liked Horizon, cool game. Not really sure how it's one of the best-selling games on PlayStation. I thought it was always very average, but a good average. I enjoyed the experience. But God of War makes more sense, or, all these other games. But maybe they're trying to have just something new. Mix in something new, create it, roll with it, ride with it. I have to sneeze over there. If any one person says bless you in the comments down below, I will see that and I will smile. But basically, I think a lot of people are assuming it's going to be the Lego Horizon. I'm cool with this. I think it's something unique, different. We haven't really seen a kind of big collaboration game on an individual IP. So I think Halo or Bungie games, I don't know, Destiny, God of War, Lego. We have some things like Harry Potter Lego and Star Wars Lego. Well, that makes more sense. But I do think this will be kind of cool. This almost seems like a cute game that might have potential. Maybe not. I don't know. I can kind of go 50-50. Would you guys go and play that? But a lot of people were assuming that might be it. We're also hearing rumors on a Horizon first game remake, which I do think a lot of people might critique a lot. I probably would myself, mainly because we've had to deal with so many remakes already, and a lot of people want something new. A Lego Horizon, I could roll with that. Sure, it's something new. I may not be my favorite game, because also we're seeing MMO and multiplayer versions of Horizon. Potential there as well. Cool idea, cool world. But I'm not really sure if I myself would like a remake so quick. We've had to deal with the Last of Us remakes and other various game remakes. I'm not been the biggest fan. I can kind of go either way. I'm not sure. But I want to hear your thoughts on all this down below. So I'm kind of excited for the future of PlayStation. A lot of big micro news. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room as well. And I appreciate you guys all very much for watching here in the first place.